Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Rabia, and on behalf of AFAQ online learning platform, I welcome all of you to this video lesson. In this video lesson, we will cover new AFAQ Sun series English Grade 5. This video lesson is for you if you are a student, a teacher, or a parent. Before we start the video lesson, I want to share a fact with parents and teachers about what makes a AFAQ learning experience unique. We know that planning is fundamental to successful teaching and learning. Therefore, AFAQ has provided you academic calendars for each subject of each grade. Each academic calendar has 3 periodic terms: first term, second term, and third term. Each term has 2 periodic units. That is to say, there are 6 periodic units in total in each academic calendars. Moreover, there are 6 weeks in each periodic unit, as you can see in the academic calendar of the first unit of grade 5. 5 of these weeks have been allocated for teaching and learning, whereas 6th one has been reserved for assessment. In the same way, each periodic unit has 6 weeks. There are 36 weeks in total. 30 of them are for teaching and learning, whereas 6 of them are for assessment. That's not all. On the basis of academic calendars and subject weightages, we have also provided you suggested timetables. For example, in this timetable, you can see that we have allocated 7 periods for English. This allocation of periods to the subject English has been based on the subject weightage and also the academic calendars. We have successfully completed the first week of new Sun series English Grade 5. Now, we are going to move towards the second week. In this week as well, there will be 7 periods. So let's start the first period now. In the first period of second week, the students will be able to cover these 3 SLOs, and DLP number 1 will provide a support to the teachers as they can consult DLP number 1 for complete methodology and different suggested activities to cover these SLOs. This DLP should be taught on the first day of the second week of Unit 1 of Term 1. Dear students, remember that in previous week, we learned about topic sentences and supporting details in a paragraph. Now it's time to write a paragraph of your own. On page number 7 of your textbook, you have to use this mind map and write a paragraph on a tree plantation campaign. So the topic or the main idea is written here, a tree plantation campaign. This is the title of the paragraph. And then you have to use any 5 conjunctions in your paragraph. The supporting details in this paragraph can be importance of tree plantation, awareness about the campaign, plan implementation, and aftercare of the trees planted. This is the second period of the second week of Unit 1, Term 1. In this period, students will cover these 2 SLOs, and teachers can consult DLP number 2 for methodology to cover these 2 SLOs. This DLP should be covered on the first day according to our suggested timetable. Let me remind you that this is the second week of the first unit of first term. Dear students, open page number 7 of your textbook. On this page, you will see a vocabulary section. So, in this section, we are going to learn about some new words. These words have been taken from the story An Orphan's Eid. So, the first word is narrate. Do you know what is the meaning of narrate? Yes, narrate means tell. This is a word which is used specifically with stories. When we are telling stories, instead of saying to tell stories, we can also say narrate story. So this is a word that is used specifically for stories, for telling stories. Then we have another word which is inspiring, and inspiring means motivating. The next word is orphan, and orphan is a child whose parents are dead, they are no more. Alright, and the fourth word is incident. Incident means an event. I want you to memorize the words and their meanings. Also, if you came across some more difficult words in the story An Orphan's Eid, I would encourage you to write them in your notebook and also look up their meanings in the dictionary and write their meanings as well in the form of a table as given in page number 7 of your textbook. I hope that you have understood the words that are given here and you also know the meanings of these words now. Now we will turn to our next activity in which we will talk about naming, action and describing words. We have already studied these concepts in the previous grades. Now we are going to revise it. Alright, so page number 8 of your textbook gives an advertisement. So you have to read the given advertisement carefully, find and write 2 naming, action and describing words each, and then you have to use them in your own sentences. Alright, so read this advertisement carefully first. Do you see 2 naming words in this advertisement? Yes, coffee. Coffee is a naming word. It is the name of this product. It is the name of a drink that people around the world like a lot. So you can write coffee over here. Can you find one more naming words over here? Yes, city. City is also a naming word. So you can write city over here. In the same way, you have to find 2 action words and 2 describing words. Alright, now pause this video and complete this table by writing 2 action words and 2 describing words as well. Once you have completed this table, look at the 6 words and use them in sentences of your own. Write the 6 sentences in your notebook. This is the 3rd period of the 2nd week, and in this period, students will be able to recall and demonstrate use of more countable, uncountable nouns and collective nouns from immediate and extended environment. Respected teachers, I would like you to consult DLP number 3 for complete methodology of this SLO. This SLO and this DLP should be covered on the 2nd day of the 2nd week of 1st unit of 1st term. Dear students, in this lesson, we will study about countable, uncountable and collective nouns. Definitions of these 3 concepts have been provided in Key to Learn on page number 8 of your textbook. So open page number 8 of your textbook. Let's read the definitions. Countable nouns are nouns we can count. They have singular and plural forms. For example, ball, balls, girl, girls, doll, dolls, and other examples like that. Uncountable nouns are nouns we cannot count. They do not have plural forms. The examples are milk, furniture, apparatus, and other words like this. Collective nouns are names for a group of people or things. For example, flock. When there is a group of sheep, we call it a flock of sheep. In the same way, a group of men or a group of men and women is called people. When there are a group of different men and women together, we call them people. In the same way, bunch. Bunch is often used for bananas, for example. So if there is a stem with lots of bananas on it, we call it a bunch of bananas. So these are collective nouns. Collective nouns, uncountable nouns and countable nouns have been provided in this paragraph. So you have to read the text below, look at the highlighted words. The words highlighted in red are countable nouns. The ones in blue are the uncountable nouns and the ones in green are collective nouns. So let's read the paragraph together. Umar and his father went to the zoo. Zoo, it has been highlighted in red, so this is a countable noun. Very good. So there can be a plural of this noun zoo as well. That's why it is a countable noun. The weather was very pleasant. Weather has been highlighted in blue. which means that it is an uncountable noun. Yes, weather is a noun, but it cannot be counted. So this is an uncountable noun. There they saw many beautiful things and animals like bears, tigers, birds, flowers, swings, and colorful swarms of butterflies. So in this sentence, there are some countable nouns and one collective noun as well, because collective nouns have been highlighted in green. The countable nouns are bears, tigers, birds, flowers, and swings, whereas swarms of butterflies, this is a collective noun. So a group of butterflies is called swarm. First, they stopped at the lion's cage. Yes, cage is also a countable noun. The pack of lions roared loudly and ate its meat hurriedly. So, pack of lions is also a collective noun because a group of lions is called a pack of lions. So in this paragraph, as you saw, there are different examples of countable nouns. There is one example of uncountable noun and there are two examples of collective nouns as well. Let's turn to page number 9 now. On page number 9, there is a practice exercise for countable, uncountable, and collective nouns. You have to identify and underline the countable, uncountable, and collective nouns in the following sentences. Also, you have to write the type of noun in the space provided. Okay, so let's look at it. The first sentence is, the herd of zebras ran across the fields, leaving behind a massive cloud of dust in the air. So there are many nouns in this sentence, but you have to underline any one which is one of these categories: countable, either countable noun or uncountable noun or a collective noun. So this first phrase here is the herd of zebras. This is a collective noun because it refers to a group of zebras. So this is a collective noun. So we can underline this one here. In this sentence, we can underline this herd of zebras. And you will write collective noun in this space because you have underlined the collective noun in the given sentence. In the same way, let's do the second one together. There was no more water in the fish bowl. Okay, so let's underline another noun in this. For example, water. Water is also a noun. We can underline this. Now tell me, is it a countable noun or an uncountable noun? Yes, water is an uncountable noun. We do not count water. Alright, there is another noun. If you notice, there is another noun here, fish, and another noun, bowl. This is also a noun phrase, fish bowl, so this can be considered one noun as well. Fish bowl, fish bowls. If there are two of them, we can call them fish bowls. So this is a countable noun phrase. Fish is also countable or uncountable? It is a countable noun, but the interesting thing is the plural form of fish is also fish. But if there are different varieties of fish, for example, there is a goldfish and there is a guppy fish and there is a shark, there are different varieties of fish, then you can call them fishes. Otherwise, if there is only one variety, for example, there are 5 goldfish, you will just call them fish. So we cannot add es if there is only one variety of fish, even if there are more than one in number. So the interesting thing is fish is plural, it is countable noun, but its plural form is also fish. Now read the rest of the sentences and underline the nouns in them as we have done for the first 2 sentences. Also write the type of nouns in these blanks given on page number 9. Dear teachers, we have also provided a worksheet with this TLP. This worksheet will help the students understand the concept of collective nouns and also practice the use of collective nouns. Look at this worksheet. In this worksheet, some words have been provided. All these words are used in collective nouns. In addition to these words, some sentences have also been provided. In these sentences, you have to fill the blank with these words given in the word bank. Let's do the first one together. The dash was making a lot of noise. Let's see. Okay, the people or crowd or pack, gang, bundle, stack, troop, bunch, herd, and pride. So which one is the best collective noun here? Yes, the best collective noun is crowd. The crowd was making a lot of noise. For example, when there is a crowd to listen to a musician, they make a lot of noise. So we can say the crowd was making a lot of noise. Let's read the second one now. The dash of my village are very hardworking. Yes, which is the correct collective noun for this sentence? The people. Very good. The people of my village are very hardworking. In the same way, the students have to read the sentences and choose the correct collective noun from here in the word bank and write them in the spaces. So hurry up, complete this exercise and then come back. This is the fourth period of second week. In this period, students will be able to cover this SLO and they will be able to recall and apply the rules for the use of a and an. A and an are articles and students will learn the use of a and an in this lesson. Respected teachers, we have provided you complete methodology to cover this SLO in DLP number 4. This DLP should be covered on the third day according to our suggested timetable in the second week of the first unit of first term. Alright dear students, open page number 9 of your textbook. On page number 9 there is an exercise on articles. Do you remember what are articles? Yes, a, an and the. These are articles. A and an are indefinite articles whereas the is the definite articles. So here we are going to revise the concept of articles. Okay, so let's read the instructions together. Umar wrote a paragraph about his grandpa but forgot to put articles. Okay, so Umar has now put articles here in this paragraph and now we have to write those articles that are missing in this paragraph. Let's read the paragraph and write the articles. My grandpa is most humble person in world. Okay, so two articles are missing here. Can you tell me which article will come here? The, a or an? Yes, the most humble person because this is the superlative degree of adjective. This is the third degree of adjective most. So with the third degree of adjective most, we use the. My grandpa is the most humble person in the world. Very good. Whenever we write world, we use the article the with it. When we refer to world by saying the world that we live in. So with this word, world, we always use the when we refer to the world in which all the people are living. Okay, so he says his prayers on time and has habit of distributing charity among the needy and the poor. So what will come here? A, an or the? Yes, he has a habit of distributing charity among the needy and the poor. From stubborn child, from a stubborn child. Okay, we cannot write an here because the next word stubborn starts with a consonant. It does not start with a vowel sound. If the word would start with vowel sound, then we could write an here, but now we will write a. From a stubborn child, he has transformed me into a obedient girl or an obedient girl? Yes, an obedient girl, because obedient starts with an O and O is a vowel sound. So we will write an in this blank. In the same way, you have to complete this paragraph by writing articles in it. The articles are the, and an. So complete this exercise, then show your answers to your teacher or your parents or your siblings, and then come back. Dear students, I hope that you have completed the paragraph by writing articles in the blanks. Now, I want you to make sentences with these three articles, a, and the. Draw a table in your notebook. In one column, you have to write the articles, a, and the, and in the other column, you have to write sentences with these articles. Hurry up, make sentences with these articles, and then come back. Respected teachers, in this DLP, we have also provided you a worksheet to practice articles. In this worksheet, some sentences have been provided, but the articles are missing here. So the students are required to read these sentences carefully, decide where to put the article and which article is correct for the sentence, and then rewrite the sentence in the given blank. Let's do the first one together. I drink glass of milk in morning. So what is the mistake here? Yes, a glass of milk. I drink a glass of milk in the morning. So you have to rewrite this sentence in the given blank. The second sentence is, girl was waiting for her father. Okay, so what is the mistake in here? Yes, the girl was waiting for her father. So we are referring to a specific girl who was waiting for her father. So the article the should be used. The definite article should be used here. The girl was waiting for her father. In the same way, the students will complete all this worksheet and rewrite the sentences after using the correct article. Let's start the fifth period of the second week. In this period, students will be able to classify adjectives of quantity, quality, size, shape, color, and origin. So we are going to study about types of adjectives in this lesson. And the teachers can consult DLP number 5, which will be taught in day 3 of the second week of Unit 1, Term 1. We have provided complete methodology and different activities to cover this SLO in this DLP. Dear students, now open textbook page number 10. On this page, you will see a table like this. You have to read the given sentences and notice the types of adjectives given in them. Okay, let's read the first one. Adjectives of color describe what color something is. Okay, let's read the sentence. Umar is wearing brown shoes. So brown is the adjective here, and this is the adjective of color because it is describing the color of the shoes of Umar. So brown is an adjective of color. Let's read the next sentence. You should be kind and humble. Okay, so kind and humble, because they are highlighted in red, so we can tell that these are the adjectives here. But can you tell me the type of the adjectives? Yes, these are adjectives of quality because they are describing the qualities of a noun. The noun here is you, and you should be kind and humble. So a pronoun basically has been used here. A pronoun has been used to replace a noun, but adjectives can also describe a pronoun. So here the pronoun is you, and it is described as kind and humble. Okay, the next sentence is Umar hoisted the Pakistani flag. Okay, so Pakistani is the adjective here, and it is adjective of origin because it describes where something belongs to. So the word Pakistani here shows that the flag belonged to Pakistan. In the same way, Indian, Afghan, and African. These are different origin words. These are the adjectives that describe origin of something. So these are adjectives of origin. Then we have adjectives of quantity that describe the quantity of something. They answer questions such as how much and how many. There are many students in the school. So many is the word here that is describing the quantity of students in the school. And this shows that there are many students in the school. There are not few students. So there are many students in the school. It is describing the quantity of students. Then we have this sentence, I have a square jewelry box. Square, so square is something like this, yes? Square is a shape. So square is an adjective of shape that is describing the jewelry box. So the shape of the jewelry box is square. So square is an adjective of shape. Then we have adjectives of size that describe how big or small something is. For example, there is a big clock in Umar's room. Big is the adjective that is telling the size of the clock in Umar's room. Therefore, this is adjective of size. So we have studied 6 types of adjectives in this lesson. All these types are given on page number 10 of your textbook. You can read it carefully. Also, practice saying all the sentences given in this diagram. You have learned about 6 different types of adjectives. Now I want you to identify these adjectives in the given sentences. The sentences are given on activity 5 of textbook page number 10. And you have to underline the adjectives in them and then write their types in the given blank. Okay, the first sentence is, Alia made several attempts to download the file. Okay, can you tell me which is the adjective here? Yes, the adjective is several. So you have to underline this word, several. Now tell me, what type of adjective is this? Yes, this is the adjective of quantity because it is telling how many times did she attempt. So she attempted several times to download the file. That's why this is an adjective of quantity. Now let's look at another random sentence. Okay, this one. Rehan has 30 toy cars in his toy box. Okay. Which is the adjective here? Yes, the adjective is 30. And this is also an adjective of quantity. Yes, it is also an adjective of quantity. So we have underlined 2 adjectives of quantity in the first sentence and in this second last sentence. In the same way, you have to underline the adjectives in rest of the sentences and write their types. This is the second last period of second week. This is period 6. In this period, you will be able to cover 3 SLOs. Respected teachers, we have provided you complete guidelines to cover these 3 SLOs in DLP number 6. You can see the DLP on your screen as well. And this DLP should ideally be taught on the 4th day of the second week of first unit of first term. Dear students, kindly open page number 11 of your textbook. On page number 11, you will see a writing section. And in writing, there is a guided writing section as well. In Key to Learn, a definition of multi-syllable words has been provided. Multi-syllable words have more than 1 syllable. So today we are going to learn about multi-syllable words. In English, there are some words that are short, whereas there are others that are long. And the short words, they can be spoken in one stretch, for example, cup, cap, bit. But there are some words that are multi-syllable. They have more than 1 stretches of sounds. For example, the word mother, mother. It has 2 syllables, mother. So we have to say it in 2 stretches, mother, mother. And you can see the syllable division as well, mud and then mother, mother. So there are two syllables in this word. Then we have inspiring. In this word there are three syllables, inspiring. So there are three syllables in this word, inspiring. Then we have a three-syllable word, that is wonderful, wonderful. And there is a four-syllable word, compassionate. Okay, so there are four syllables in this word, compassionate. And then we have demonstrated. So there are four syllables in this word as well. Do you know what is the meaning of compassionate? Yes, compassionate is a person who is kind and he cares for other people. I hope that you have understood the concept of syllables. It is very important to learn about syllables when we are learning English language. So you have to read the lesson again. Here the lesson refers to the story An Orphan's Eid. So you have to read the story again and find any 5 multi-syllable words. Then you have to write them in the given table and put a dot between syllables. Also you have to write the number of syllables and syllable divisions. Okay, so you will find multisyllabic words from the story. You will write those words here in this column. After that you can use a dictionary to find out the number of syllables in them. So you will write the number of syllables, for example 2, 3, 4 over here, and then you will write the syllable division with the help of the dot. As you saw in the previous exercise as well, the syllable division was indicated with the help of a dot. In the same way you have to write syllable division here. For this activity you can use the dictionary as well, because syllable division is often given in the dictionaries. I hope that you have understood the concept of multisyllabic words. I also hope that you use dictionary to complete the exercise. And now we are going to write a paragraph. On page number 11 there is instructions for writing paragraph. You have to read the third paragraph of the lesson carefully. Then you have to write its topic sentence and supporting details in your notebook. You will also write its main idea in your own words. So this is a practice that will help you identify the topic sentence and the supporting details, and also it will help you to write a main idea in your own words. So hurry up, open your notebooks and your textbooks as well, and read the third paragraph of the story An Orphan's Eid, and then identify the topic sentence and the supporting details. Let's begin the last period of the second week. In this period, students will be able to write a creative paragraph and write meaningful sentences. These two SLOs can easily be achieved by using the methodology given in DLP number 7. You can see DLP number 7 on your screen as well. This DLP should be covered on the 5th day of the suggested timetable in the second week of the first unit of first term. Dear students, in the previous lessons you have learned about paragraph writing. You learned that there is a topic sentence in a paragraph and some supporting details. Now it's your turn to use your knowledge to write a short paragraph. You have to write a short paragraph about school rules and regulations. You should also remember to use correct capitalization, punctuation and spelling. The instructions have been provided on page number 12 of your textbook, so read them carefully and write a paragraph in the given space. Hurry up, write it down and then come back. This is a free writing activity. In this activity, you can write any meaningful sentence of your own, but you have to use correct capitalization, punctuation and sentences. So dear students, here we give you a free hand to write any sentence, but the sentence has to be meaningful and complete. And you should also use the correct capitalization and punctuation for these sentences. The space has been provided on page number 12 of your textbook. So you have to write 1, 2, 3, 4 meaningful sentences in this space. This is the end of today's lesson. on new AFAQ Sun series English Grade 5. I hope that you have understood all the concepts that we covered in this lesson. Now it's your turn to revise it on your own. I will see you in the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz.